Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Ben. Nice to see you, my friend. And thank you for supporting the new channel that I've launched. That I'm actually going to do a little bit on the FPL. I don't know if you're into that, Ben, but that was probably going to be on there. I know a lot of over 50s play the Fantasy Football League. And Stefan, nice to see you. Good to see all my old friends here. So, yeah, we're kind of doing really well at the moment, Ben. We switched to this rather weird looking tactic, which is extremely attacking. And it has served us extremely well. And suddenly, out of nowhere, we were the draw kings early in the season, but suddenly, out of nowhere, we're getting results, and big results as well. Players are scoring goals. Mastantuono has come into his own. He's got 17. Winkler is doing particularly well as well. It's only Silva now. I need Silva to step up to the plate. And we got some tough games coming up, though. We have Tottenham, Manchester United, and 2 games against Rennes. Rennes. Let's call it Rennes. Sounds a bit better. And that's in the round of 16 in the Europa League. And, well, who knows? We need a good second half of the season. We don't have the prettiest of run-ins, Arsenal, Manchester City, among the 4 that we play at the end, or the 6 that we play at the end. So it's not bad. Actually, 8, the 9 that we play at the end. Is there only 9 games left? So we're coming to the end of the season. We're sitting in 7th. Good evening, Kusik. Good to see you. Yeah, you've got Newcastle at the top of the league there, Ben. I'm not quite sure how that happened. I've cried foul about that many, many times. But we won't go into that. Interesting news today that Isak may be on his way, Ben. I don't know what you think about that. We have to play South Shields now in the 5th round of the FA Cup, who are in the Vanarama. So I have put a little rotated team out. It still looks very strong to me. Fanguera gets a game, and we're able to play Atom and rest Diamonde, who's always tired. Caceres, who is the new hope for the future at right wing back. right fullback. He's going to get a game. Finkgraf is going to play. Harry Bass comes back into the team. It's a rotated team. So he really will be very cheesed off with the boys if they don't beat South Shields. I'm not quite sure why we need more direct passing. We're playing well as it is. It's been a disaster. I don't think it's been that good for Man United either, Ben. I'm not too happy. I've criticised United in the past for all they ever do is sign number 10s. And what have they done? They've signed 2 number 10s again. When the midfield desperately is crying out to be strengthened. And talking of which, I've got the sound on. Talking of which, I'm going to need to strengthen the midfield in this save in the transfer window. We got rid of a lot of midfielders, and a couple more probably are going to be going. So I want these boys hyped up and knowing that I'm expecting them to win. Come off. In fact, I might as well chuck it in. If we lose this one, he apparently is the danger man, I read in an email. So we'll just type mark him anyway for the hell of it. And we'll send them out and see how they get on against South Shields. I'm hoping for a very, very big win. Not just... somebody's had a shot from about 50 yards looking at it. But it is actually going to be South Shields with the first highlight. But well picked up by Renault, who decides to go for a walk himself. Nice pass. Counter-attack. Must be. Come on, boys. There's acres. So many people in the box. It's 1-0. And Fanguero, who I really like as a DLP. I've got to admit, Fanguero does strike me like he's going to be a good player. Is he going to have his career ruined, though, at Ipswich? We shall find out. And pops up in the box. Playing as a DM today. Pops up in the box and pops it in. And we are on the scoreboard already. I'm going to accept nothing less than 10-0 today. It's going to be... let's not talk yet. The big surprise, that. I thought they were going to be really strong defensively. Since we changed over to this weird system, this is knocking teams out of the park. It's just total out-and-out attack. There's no defensive responsibility in the team at all, as you can see there. Atom going for a little walk as well. That looks like a penalty to me, referee. He was impeded. I think it's given. And Silva has a chance to score a goal. He's only got 2 goals and 2 assists so far this season. And he has now got 3 goals and 2 assists. It's 2-0. And we are back. And welcome back to the stream. South Shields were never going to be a problem. Don't often get... In fact, was it a while back we got drawn against a Vanarama team in another save? I'm pretty sure we have been drawn against a Vanarama team previously in FM24. First time in 15 years. But... strange fixture. We should be just wiping the floor with them, even though this is a heavily rotated team. Cacares is also a young boy, 19 years old, who we brought in the winter window to replace Garosibal. And Cacares, I think, will become a good player. It's just like we're bringing in these youngsters who need time to develop. But if we keep attacking like we are attacking, then we should be doing really well. And almost another one. Come on, boys. 10-0 minimum. And thank you for supporting the the other channel, Ben. And if there is anybody out there interested in going over and having a look at my other channel, I think the link is in the description. And I've just uploaded today a very, very interesting story that happened to me when I first moved to Vietnam. It's the story of Anna. I don't know. Watch it and let me know what you think. Especially the end of it, because the end of it is quite surreal. So if you're going to pop over there, if you've got half an hour and a good pack of popcorn, you'll probably need some popcorn or a sandwich. Yeah, there's another one doing the rounds, trying to I don't know what they're trying to do. They're just raising the hopes of pensioners. There's another one going around, and I'm going to expose that one very soon. The story of Anna is something very... And we got another penalty. Very, very crazy thing that happened to me. It does fit in terms of my thinking. In terms of my thinking lately, it does fit. And I'm going to do a video on how I believe that my life has been mapped out for me, that I had to be in a certain point, at a certain place, at a certain time. And everything that happened prior to that time was to ensure that I actually made it to that place. So that fits in with what I'm going to talk about in that one. And that will make a very interesting discussion point if YouTube will decide to actually show my videos. I don't think YouTube's doing the greatest job in terms of notifications, but you expect that when you launch a new channel. I can remember when I launched this one, I think I had about 10 views in the first 4 weeks. You got to expect that. And here we are, not far from 10k subscribers now. And there we are, it's 4-0. So we're on track, and Silver's got a hat trick now. And we are on track for my 10. It should be nice. To be honest, I'm not doing a very good management job here today, because I am totally not focused on what's going on. But it looked like a very nice goal. Silver in space, taps it in. It's 4-0. And again, we're scoring lots of goals, and I wonder how many shots exactly we're going to have by the end of this game. Just how many shots, and what will the shots on target ratio be? At the moment it's 50%, which could mean 20-0 by the end of the game if we keep up this 50%. That everything looks solid. South Shields have not had a shot. I wouldn't have expected them to do well. They've done well to actually be brave enough to turn up, in all fairness. Is that another penalty, referee? Looked like a penalty to me. He's given it, has he? That's the third penalty. Go on, Silver. Can you score another penalty? Can you get your fourth goal? Yes, he can. And that's the first time ever I've ever had 3 penalties in a game. I just hope we haven't used them up for the rest of the season now. Has that happened to you on a regular basis, guys, that you get 3 penalties in a game? That is quite weird for me. And we're still on 50%, but we're almost up to 20 shots now. So just poor South Shields. I think the key decision I made was to type Mark Mason-Rees. Once we took him out of the game, it was game over. Go on, have a pop. Velasco inside. Go on, Velasco, have a pop. Don't dilly-dally. Who was it that used to use words like dilly-dally? It was the Leicester manager. Who was that? Go on. Oh. 6 would be good at half-time, boys. It's almost embarrassing to play this game. It's just a Vanarama team. It's just like... I'm surprised FM's given me this in the draw. But they're holding on. I think they're doing extremely well. They're defending resolutely. And it's only 5-0 at half-time. So I'm not very happy with the boys, to be honest. I'm a hard manager. I can't say that because it's less than 50%. So I'm just going to say we're ahead on the scoreboard and we deserve to be. And I think I might have a word with Silva as well. Valesco is having a shocker. I think we're doing okay. I don't think I need to change anything, actually. And I think I'll have a word with Silva. Just tell him he's not been good enough. I'm going to tell him I'm delighted with his performance, and then hopefully that will inspire him to go out and bag another 4. And I'm looking at the hearts on the bottom. It's almost like they haven't even started playing yet. They're not even like short of breath. They have just like breezed through this game. This is one of the games I'd love to see in full match, because I could just kick back, relax and enjoy and watch all of those 21 shots. Go on, Arribas, into the box. There it is. No, it isn't. Yeah, they've dropped a bit deeper, I think. They've got their defensive line on the goal line now. They've got very deep. Oh, come on, ref. Penalty again. And I thought it was us who were getting stuck in, but they are really putting it about by the look of it. They've made a change, I think, but I don't think we need to concern ourselves with that. But this is so FM, like nothing happens in the second half. Except South Shields will score 1. We might then get 2 more. Yeah, there you go. This is so FM. How did we turn that total domination into total disaster and lose the second half? I mean, it's not complacency. Nobody is complacent. And don't tell me South Shields have just improved the quality of their play. I'm not buying it. So it's just so FM that. And like teams, when you're 5-0 up at half time, you never play in the second half. But I'm still hopeful we might get 10. Another set piece here. Go on, Arribas. Go on. Blast it in. Oh, off the crossbar. It's going to end up 5-2 or something, like 6-2, something like that. But it's not, no worry. We are through to the next round. I'm not even going to be thinking about changing players. Rualt, I think I will change Rualt because I'm going to need him in the next game. Badgetic can come on for Rualt. And anybody else I'm going to need in the next game? Silva, maybe. I don't want to take him off, though. And Valesco, possibly. So let's take Valesco off. He's not having the best game ever anyway. So let's just give Newerton. Probably going to find he would have preferred to stay on the bench. Yeah, both of them. And that's kind of weird because as professional footballers, they should be dying to get out on the pitch. Well, it's been a poor second half, if you ask me. Anybody else getting tired? Not yet. Did watch the midfielders. And Finkgraf, I think. Let's make some changes for the last 10 minutes then. We'll take off the midfielders. Allende can come in there. And João Gomez can come in there. And Katara struggling to meet the pace. He's like playing against a Vanarama team. Who else needs to come off? And Winkler can go up top and Silva can go on the wing. And that's it, job done. So how is life treating you, Ben? I hope things are good. And thanks, Stefan. I take it you've already watched the Anna story. It's the strangest thing that's happened to me in a long, long time. Happened 8 years ago, just after I moved to Vietnam. Very, very strange event. Come on, where's Atom? Oh, it's Badgertich nearly. Come on, boys. It was an awful performance. What should I say about overall? The second half was absolutely shocking. We lost the second half 1-0. Is it Newerton? No, I thought he was going to get a penalty then. It's interesting that we had 3 penalties in those 5 goals. So we weren't great, to be fair. Without the penalties, it would have been 2-1, which would not have been good. In fact, could be 2-2 without the penalties. Happy that Silva's bagged himself a couple of goals, though. I'm hoping now he and Winkler will form a partnership up top. Mastueno, also good striker, can play up top. He'll probably play up top with Winkler and Silva on the wing. And if they all come into form, then that's offside, is it? But that's a shocking second half performance, to be fair. I'm actually not sure about that because the player who was in an offside position never interfered with the ball at all. I don't want to say I think I'm pleased with the performance. I just say nice work. It's probably easier than getting controversial here. I get criticised for my team talks by the players. So just stay with we beat Napiro 11-0, played it yesterday. It was a club nonetheless. They haven't touched the safe since. Oh, you know, FM is will do nice things like that, Stefan, and then it will hit you hard. But I'm not happy with 5-1, to be fair. 3 penalties, was it that good? Not really. So he's still classed as a window kid, as a wonder kid. He's better off as a window kid. And we have Tottenham now in 5 days. I am going to give him a rest. Tottenham will be a bigger test. I'm wondering when Newcastle is, Ben. I think we've played already Newcastle twice. There's one of them. We beat them 3-2 in the last encounter. And I remember start of the season we lost to Newcastle 3-2. So overall it's 6-6 or 5-5. Overall not bad. So I can put the first team back now. Winkler can play up top with Mastantuono. And then Silva can play on the wing. Can't leave him out after that performance. Newerton on the left wing. João Gomez. And Alex Scott. And we switch those over. And Missouri. And where are they gone? Diamonde. Rualt. And Timon. And that's a fairly fit looking team already. So I'll get the first team back in there for Tottenham. And then we have those Europa League games with Manchester United stuffed in the middle. A good. I still fancy that we can do well in the Europa League. There's still some good teams left in there. Have a look at the Europa League. There's going to be some good teams left in there. So though Chelsea are still left, Valencia, who we struggled against earlier in the group phase, Roma, not a bad team. Bayern, of course, are still in there, but we drew with Bayern 2-2. And Feyenoord possibly. So there's still some good teams left in there. But I'd say we've got every chance if we keep playing the way that we have been. Then I think we've got every chance. Really pleased with how morale has started to flourish. I haven't had a look at the dynamics for a while. 6 players unhappy. That's because they want a new deal. I've offered Scott a new contract, and I've offered Winkler. I believe I did that. Yeah, I've offered them new contracts just so there'd be 2 more off that list. Bajcetic wants more playing time. What is he? He's just a squad player, isn't he? Yeah, he's actually it's gone down since Christmas, so maybe we need to 10 teams ago first. Oh, this is the cup quarter-finals, is it? We could get Newcastle here, Ben. Let's change the speed. Some big teams left in here as well. Fulham will be okay. Fulham will be all right. Oh, what a good draw that is. Fulham or Leicester would have been fine. Let the big teams fight it out amongst themselves. Arsenal or Newcastle. Come on. Arsenal or Newcastle. Yes! So that means one big team gone. Man United, Brighton, hopefully. Leicester, QPR. Go on, QPR. Yes! And then it's Man United, Brighton. So 2 big teams, hopefully, going out, and 2 smaller teams staying in. That's what we want to see in the cups. And it is... So Leicester or QPR will be left. Hopefully we will be left. And then, well, maybe even Brighton can beat Manchester United. You never know. So could be a semi-final waiting, and maybe even a final again. We have a habit of getting to cup finals, which is not very pleasing, in all fairness. I'm wondering if I should give Bajcetic a game, if he's unhappy. Tottenham doesn't seem the right game for me to play him. But let's give him a run out. Oh, I got to learn. You should never do it that way. Do it that way. And let's give Bajcetic a run out with João Gomez. Why not? Alex Scott can stay on the bench. Match predictions. I'm going to say we're going to win 2-0. See, Winkler's had shoots like a donkey. I just offered Winkler a new target, a new contract, and now I've got the other one. I've got money, and it might solve his unhappiness problem. How much money have I got? I've got plenty of money, and I want to hang on to those 2 young wonder kids. So it might not be a bad idea to offer him a new contract soon. But let's see if we can... He hasn't really been that good, so let's go for at the end of the season. And that'll keep him happy. I've got the money. I just don't know why I didn't... In fact, what I might do, because the board are getting stingy with money, is just offer him a new contract before we get to the end of the season. And then that ties him down. The transfer window then will remain quiet around him. A drunk donkey. He's doing all right, Mr. Bajcetic. If we have a look at the squad, if we look at the average ratings, he's up there at number 4, Bajcetic. He's a late developer, remember. He doesn't do well in terms of development until he's about 26, 27, when he'll suddenly shoot up. If you remember him for Newcastle, he came from nowhere when he was 27 and became a 4.5-star player. So we want to hang on to him because he will develop late and become an exceptional player. I think that's one of his hidden traits. What's happened here then? So Brentford must have lost. They did. Chelsea must have lost as well, did they? No, they won. West Ham lost. So we're still there. And if we got 2 games in hand on Brentford, 1 game in hand on Tottenham, if we beat Tottenham, we could go into 5th. Which is possibly why I'm going to change my forecast now, because the game doesn't favour me in this way. So I might have to change my forecast to a 2-0 defeat. 33 million for Timon. Can they make this offer? Is this allowed? How old is Timon? And when will he leave? Immediate. Is this allowed? How old is he? He's only 29. No, I'm going to reject that. He's a big part of my squad, and I don't want to... Scott has... I thought that said unhappy with his contract. It's a very nice contract he was offered. Thank you very much. And he's accepted, which is good news. And I'm going to change it now to a Tottenham 2-0 victory because getting into 5th, this is unreal. Hey FN, how you doing? Should that be FM or do you like FN? The tactic is a 4-3-3, very odd shape. And it's fairly straightforward. We're playing as we played in the past. We've added play down the flanks. I don't know why that works because we're playing narrow. Slightly higher tempo, work the ball into the box, run at the defence, low crosses, and counter-press, counter, distribute quickly. And here's why it's working. High press, much higher defensive line, much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more even to compress this space in here, and then invite crosses. It's very straightforward. Everybody piles into the middle. That's what happens. You've got these two going into the middle. You've got an inverted wing back who plays most of his time in here. You've got a fullback who also is very narrow. You've got a volante. You've got sometimes 7 players in the penalty area. That's why it's working. Let's see if it can work against Tottenham, though. Like I said, we could actually go into 4th place with a win here, which is why I've changed my forecast. I was quite confident until everybody lost, left the door open. I can't see us being allowed by FM to go into 4th place, but we'll have to see. Finkler's fine, Grembach is not fine. The bench, Carcaraz, Finkgraf, Atom, Allende, Scott, Chieta, Arribas, and Kutera. I'm going to put Valesco on the bench instead. And then that will do for me, Tom. And off we go. Tacking to balanced, you're having a laugh. We don't play that nonsense anymore. Oh, Mastantueno has been made captain. They're all happy in the team meeting. Let's go and beat Tottenham. Go and put on a real show. I've got bags of faith in you. We can go into 4th, boys. If you win this, we can go into 4th. And that will be Champions League spots. This is totally ridiculous. Well, nothing's happened in the first 5 minutes. Tottenham attacking down the flanks as I expect they would with that high line. I expect they would look to get behind us down the flanks. And with the attacking wing-backs going missing as well. And often the centre-backs going for a stroll. So defensively, we are not the best in the world. We rely on scoring goals, but we got to create some chances, boys. We've just about had the possession, but it's evened up now. Little free kick dink into the box. Come on, Missouri. Go on. Show me why you should be in this team. Lovely cross. And it's an own goal and we are ahead. It's Van de Ven. We are ahead. Could this be? Could it be? Beating Tottenham. Oh, going into 4th. Dreams are made of this. Good cross. Van de Ven a bit sleepy. My FPL team is looking extremely good, I've got to admit. I am very, very impressed with my FPL first draft, at least. I don't know if I can change that. If anybody does want to join the Old Man Phil League, we are growing. Growing quite a bit, actually. Is it 2-0? Rualt! I'm just looking for the code for you. I'll post the code in the... How do I get that code? Oh, there it is. So I'll just post the code. If anybody wants to join in that. That was good fun last year. TFM0F4. So the code's just gone in to the chat for the... My team is looking extremely strong, and I just actually dropped Van de Ven from my team. Gotcha! It's 3-0. We are absolutely destroying Tottenham. But is this going to be a tale of two halves again? As I can remember, we were a second half team, and I was complaining that we couldn't do anything in the first half. Suddenly, we've become a first half team now, and can't do anything in the second. We need another 2 goals, boys. 3 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. Get in. And Tottenham are being taken apart. And if I'm right, huh? What happened here? Oh, I see. They were 56, not 46. Well, we'll be happy with 6 for the time being. It does look like it's Europa League again, unless we win the Europa League, which I can't see really happening, but you never know the way they're playing. These boys believe in themselves now. Go on, Winkler. Go on, son. He's got the 4th. What a run. What a goal that was. That's my wonder kid. He's finally found himself. Hey, Tails. How are you doing? Mandalorian. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. That is my boy. That's why we've held on to him through the dark days. He just breezed through that Tottenham defence. 5 shots, 5 on target, 4 goals. This has been an unbelievable half. But I need to find the message that tells them, you've got to keep this going, boys. 1 half of football is not enough. And I need to find what to say to them to get them to keep going. I might say, don't become complacent. They might get upset, but they didn't get complacent against South Shields, though. So I'm not quite sure what happened. Why are they suddenly not able? That hit him on the back of the head. Why are they not able to? Go on, Winkler, he's through again. He's not going to miss that. It's 5-0. Tottenham are being shredded. What a goal that was. It started by hitting somebody on the back of the head. It hit Newton on the back of the head. What a pass. Winkler took it like the centre-back wasn't there. And it is 5-0. This is just... Yeah, it's going very well, Tails, as you can tell. I really don't understand what is going on with this game. We are absolutely taking them apart. I don't know if I want to say this again. I'm going to say it's important to stay focused. Get more goals. Goal difference might be important. And let's do a little bit of jiggery-pokery there. This Tottenham team has just fallen apart. Who's having a good game? It's Winkler, but I'm not going to say anything to him. He's just been absolutely outstanding again. And Mastantueno is on a 7.2. Silva's on an 8. Newton's 8.6. Rua. It's all come together today, that's all. I actually like it. I love the animations. I like the improvement in the gameplay that I see, especially when I watch in full match, and I do watch some games in full match when I'm relaxing. Oh, I thought that was going to be number 6. And it's definitely improved the match play, the viewing of it. Can't argue with that. I've been impressed with it since I downloaded it, the very first one, in fact. So yeah, I'm very happy with the Match Lab stuff. I believe they're working on new stuff. They're working on developing training much more. They're also working on stadiums. I believe they're doing a lot of stuff. So Scott can come on because he's on a yellow. Aribas. We'll probably play Aribas here. We're comfortable now. We're not going to lose this one, I wouldn't have thought. I think we can rest both fullbacks as well. But Silva's looking a bit tired. Let's leave it at that for a minute. And then we'll have a look, see who gets the most tired. And we have another opportunity. Come on. Come on, Rualt. Hat-trick, boy. There it is. He's got a hat-trick from centre-back. And it is 6-0. 6-0 against Tottenham. I was a little... Oh, what's that? Offside, possibly? No, it's awarded. Things are going for us at the moment. Yeah, he was onside. And I'm not quite sure what's happened to Tottenham today. It's not my problem. I just hope the manager's ready to face the press. 6-0, and there's still 20 minutes to go. And we are just romping them. Bajcetic has had a very good game. I believe in Bajcetic. Silva now is tired. So Velasco can come on there. João Gomez is getting tired. Let's give Chiesa a run out. We'll swap those over, not that way. That way. And then we'll leave the last one until we get to about 80-something minutes. Van der Ven has had a shocker. Mind you, most of the Tottenham team, and they're not a bad team actually. Bargi, Kulusevski. They're not a bad team, and we've just taken them apart. I don't understand FM sometimes. And we're in 5th. Can we close that gap? I don't think so. So we just have to accept what it is. We'll do extremely well to close that gap. I think it's 9 points, is it? It's not going to happen. We should be really closing down Van der Ven every time he gets the ball. Really putting the willies up him. But we're on the move again. Typical Spurs. What a chance. Go on, into the box. Give it a shot. Somebody have a shot. And Aribas creates a shot, but it's a save. Unlucky. If we can get 7-0, that'll really rub their noses in it, won't it? Tottenham were in 3rd before this game. We are really improving as a team by the look of it. And all it took, after all that desperation, was just to go attacking. That's all it took. Oh, I thought he was going to get his 4th goal of the game then, Rualt. Almost. Well, that looks like it to me. Tottenham have had 3 attempts. We've had 16 with 12 on target. We thoroughly deserve the win. And now we can look forward to... Maston Tueno is a little tired. Catero can come on there for the last few minutes. See the game out, Sam. I don't know what Rennes are going to look like in terms of opposition. But I wonder if I should play like... If I should play like half a team, half the first team for that game. Yeah, 9 points. It's going to be... Well, we can pick up 3. If we beat Man United, we'll pick up 3. So it'll be 6 points. It's not impossible. 95 Blackburn save, signed Zidane. FM is lovely, isn't it? 6 of the best. Hat-trick for Rualt. So I don't know. Should I play the first team in this first game against... I think I should, and then if we win big, then rest them in for the second leg. I don't want to fall into the trap of losing the first leg. So it's looking good. We've got off to a very, very good start. 11 goals. And we, like South Shields, we only got 5. And we beat Spurs by 6. Sometimes this game doesn't make any sense. So against Rennes, I'm just going to go with the first team. They'll all have been rested for a day. Just go with the first team and... Atom, 27 mil. He isn't interested, and neither am I. I like Atom. I want to try and keep this team together if I can, as much as possible. Pleased now. He's had one game and he's pleased with his playing time now. Pleased with the contract renewal. Pleased to have been... So they're all pretty pleased. This is a horrible shape to play against. They're going to sit back. They're not going to make life very much easy for me. But we're going to have like 7 or 8 players swarming into their box. Gotta hope that we can outnumber them. Mane probably needs a game. I'll agree with that. And that's a good idea. Put Diamonde as the DM. So Mane can come in. Diamonde can play as the DM. Tempted just to leave Bajcetic there. Caceres is not registered. Chiesa is injured. Bajcetic and Allende. So many players not registered. I think we'll go with that team. Allende, Scott, Silva. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Gives a rest to some players. So Allende's over here, isn't he? And then Scott can play. He's very versatile, Scott. He can play on that wing. And then we will put Silva in up top with Winkler. That's probably not a bad team, actually. And hope that we can dominate this first leg. Attacking in the Europa away is always risky, but it's how we play these days. And so we're going to not change anything. Tyndall fancies chances. It's very rare to get knocked out in the round of 16. It's a rare thing, that. Usually quarterfinals is where you get knocked out. So hopefully that will continue. Winkler has found his way. I didn't get manager of the month, though. That's a bit... Oh, we lost one, did we? Is that why? Who did we lose against them? We lost against Villa in that silly game which we absolutely thrashed them. Everything's looking good here with the board. Untouchable suddenly. The club, oh, they're absolutely delighted. A+, that doesn't happen very often at Ipswich. Things have turned around. Come on, boys. Push higher up. I don't think if we push any higher up, we're going to be inside their 6-yard box. I don't think we can go any higher up, you donkey. I'm happy with that team. Winkler has come into his own, starting to become the player that he promised to be. They're all happy. Let's go and give Rennes some medicine as well. Doesn't always make sense. Absolutely, Tails. It never makes sense to me these days. And yeah, got loads of faith in you at the moment. I'm not even lying this time. No word of a lie. He likes a hard tackle, and we've got get stuck in. We're going to get a player sent off soon. That I'm waiting for. It's going to happen. Whether it will happen in Europe, I don't know, because it's more likely to happen in the Prem because we've got more players registered. Not sure it will happen in Europe. But we need to be doing better than we're doing because it's all Rennes at the moment. But we do have the first highlight. Oh, just lump it up the pitch. That's what we like. Win the second ball. Quick pass. Oh, look at the players going forward into the box. It's insane. It's 1-0. How many in the box? 8 players were in the box. That's insane. And it's Winkler, is it? Let's just count these players going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's 7. 7 players. Oh, 8. There's another one coming into the box. It's just absolutely nuts. So it's 1-0. And we are deadly at the moment. We just got to be defensively solid as well, though. Do I trust the defense? Not really. As long as their finishing is poor, I don't mind. I mean, we're actually not the best team in the game. The Rennes are totally outpassing us. They've had more chances. We've had one and put it away. They've got a Diamonde playing for them as well, have they? And he's a centre-back who's got 2 key passes to his name. I'm not quite sure why my goalkeeper suddenly decided to go long. We should be playing out from the back. Is he not following instructions today? Nice tackle. Oh! I'm pretty sure. No, we're not playing out from the back, are we? That's why he's going long. And the reason for that is because of the tempo. We just won it up the pitch, basically. We've come back into the game, got a bit of possession now. But we could do without them scoring. Well done, Meslier. Come on, let's get another goal before half-time. I know we're not going to get 6 again today. But let's get another one before half-time, boys. We've got so much attacking power out there now. Oh, Scott, that was terrible. He's still thinking money and new contracts, isn't he? That's a poor pass as well. Who was that donkey? Well done, Timon. Timon's having a good game. He's doing a lot of running back and forth in this area. I've been watching that. Come on, pick up the loose ball. Lovely pass. Now there's a chance. Now there's a chance. Men over. Scott's in. 2-0. We are deadly. We are absolutely deadly up front at the moment. It's so nice when this happens. We have been through 2 seasons of absolute dire misery. It's just so nice when this happens. Hey, Joseph, how are you doing? 5th in the league now, strolling through the Europa. It's lovely when this happens. It's the shots on target that is really cool, because we're not taking long-range efforts. We're like, everything is coming from the 6-yard box. Well, of course they're going to be on target. So that's what's really pleasing. And we've taken apart this 5 at the back. We are definitely the better team. Now, we could do with a bit more possession, but I'm not going to change the tempo. We're going to live with what we're doing. Beauregard probably needs looking after. He's the main worry. We'll tight mark him. Just take him out of the game. And that's it. Half-time, 2-0 up. I want 4, though, boys. I want 4. I don't think I'm going to change anything there. We'll just check that they haven't made a sub. No, they haven't made a sub. Come on, boys. Let's put this game to bed, and then I can take 5 of you off and rest you. Let's put it to bed early. It's really nice to see these forwards playing really well. I just like... This is such a shock to my system. All of them. The 2 midfielders are playing well. Diamonde, very versatile, coming up from centre-back. Missouri's having a good game. Let's get another goal, boys, and then I can make the subs. You want to go for a rest? You have to get me another goal. Space opening up. It's really direct passing that we're doing. It's just so direct. There's loads of players forward again. Go on, Silva, you're in. It is 3-0. And that was a lovely, lovely little composed finish. Silva is about to start playing, I think, to his potential. Lovely composed finish. Little dink over the goalkeeper. 3-0. Yep, I did say some of you can have an early bath. Get rested, so we'll deal with that. Maybe the 2 strikers can have a rest. Missouri, Timon, they are both going to need changing, as actually. So Finkgraf and... Ooh, we didn't put a right back on the bench, but Badgertich can play right back. Or, let's undo that one. Or Mane can play right back. And Atom can come in here with Ruwalt. And then... Diamonde probably needs a rest. But I don't have anyone I can bring on for him now. It's a bit of a shame. Joe Gomez. Oh, let's do this. Katera can come on there. And we'll just wait for the others. Some transfer history from my save. Grumbach, Stankovic, Dominguez and Garosibal out. And it's 4-0. Winkler has made it 4-0. In Caceres followed, yeah. I think he's going to be a very good young player, Caceres. Not quite sure why he's not on the bench. Oh, he's not registered. He's just got... He's like if I was looking for ideal attributes for a 19-year-old, he's got those attributes. They need a lot of development, but he's got 5 years. He could put 4 points on each of those if he works hard. So I think he could become a really exceptional player. I'm going to bring Arribas in here. I know he can't play there, but... No, I'm actually going to bring Badgetic on there. Yeah, we'll leave Badgetic where he is. And Allende hasn't played very well. He's only just come on, hasn't he? No, Allende hasn't played very well, so Newerton can come on for him. And we'll leave Winkler and Silva looking for hat-tricks, I think. And it's another big victory by the look of it. Mane's picked up a knock. Well, I can't really take him off now. May have to do something about that. Looks like a tight calf. I think we do have to take him off for that. It might do him a lot of harm. And then I'll just bring Katera back here. Okay, make it number 5 from the set piece, boys. Where's Atom? Atom has always been deadly from set pieces, but not this one. Badgetic all on his own. Nice pass. We've still got 20 minutes to go, and I'm down to 10 men. But we've deserved... I'm going to go and ask my assistant for some advice quickly. I think we've deserved the victory, but I don't want them to close the gap on us now. I can then play my second team in the second leg. But if they come back and score... then it starts to look like I might have to play some of the first team then. But on the other hand, what a pass! If we can get another one. That was the kind of pass that I remember I used to play when I was playing in my old school days. That beautiful diagonal driven pass. I remember playing those. Absolutely brilliant pass. And it's now 5-0. I think we are comfortable into the next round, into the quarterfinals. Diamonde on the score sheet. Got a deflection, though. 5-0. It's the shots on target that we are actually doing at the moment. It's a phenomenal ratio. Got Nuno, Brazilian. It's interesting that we are suddenly finding these wonder kids, Stefan. They're popping up all over the place. And we're not looking for them. It's just the scouts are suddenly finding them. And they're cheap, which is interesting. Oh, it's now 6-0. What a strike that was. Badgetic, was it? Hey, Mr. K, how you doing? Is United only going to get one player? I believe they're going to get Mbuemo, so that would be two. But Mr. K, I'm always distressed by United in the transfer window. Like, I've always criticised them, or at least the last 5-6 years. They only buy number 10s. And what have they done in this transfer window? They bought 2 number 10s. And it's kind of weird that we do that. Like, we're desperate for midfielders, and what do? Buy 2 number 10s again. Apparently we were underdogs. We just thrashed them 6-0. But we just thrashed Spurs 6-0 and we were underdogs. Yeah, it was right to take him off. Silva, absolutely brilliant. So they definitely all need a rest now. Manchester United coming up. So let's give those boys a rest. Beat Manchester United, and that'll be a big result for us now. So we've won 5-1, 6-0, 6-0 so far. Manchester United 6-0 again. Then Rennes, and then we start against teams who... This one I fancy that we might lose this one because we have such a good run then against teams that we should be beating. So I fancy United will win this one. But you never know. The way we are playing... Yeah, we haven't got to the final yet, Mr. K, but I just feel that we could get to the final of the Europa League this year. Things are going so well, and suddenly players who have promised so much and never delivered, they are all really playing extremely good football at the moment. Can't complain. Will it fall apart? Of course, there's always that possibility. Starting here against United, but then we can always bounce back because we have Rennes again after United. So losing one game isn't the end of the world. I think that looking at the table, I can't see us closing the gap to the European spots. We do have a game in hand, which is this one, I believe. And if we can beat United, then we'll only be 6 points behind. Whether we can then close the gap between City and Tottenham in the last 7 or 8 games, I don't know. Might just be too big an ask. Yeah, Diamonde can slip back into... I agree with that. Where is he? Oh, he's up here. So he can... That's a good idea. Get a Scott, Newerton, Allende, I'm not sure of. Definitely Newerton here on the left. Scott can come in as the attacking Volante. Where is Scott? He's on the wing, so we swap those around that way. And then I think Mastueno comes as the deep line forward and Silva plays on the wing. And Carcarez comes in here. Bajcetic probably needs to come on at some point. Allende, Velasco, Arribas and Cotero. Not a bad little team. Dominguez can probably come on the bench for Velasco. Got Arribas. No. We'll keep Keep the team. Dominguez is up for sale. He's not going to get upset. Oh, did I miss João Gomez out? No, I don't want them to play that way. I want them to play the way I've set them up. So let's go and see what we can do against United. It's got to come to an end at some point, this run of form. Usually goes 5 games where we absolutely annihilate everybody, and it's 5 games later that we go and play really badly. So we're about due. Hey David, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I don't know if I've done it, Mr. K. Desperation. We changed the tactic and it's paying off. To the point where I really don't want to change it back this season. I've kind of simulated it into, if we look at, we have a 4-1-2-2-1, which is pretty much the same thing. Whether that would be as successful, I don't know. I think probably with that one we need to try it in pre-season. So Winkler has signed a new contract. Everything's looking rosy at the moment. If we go to the dynamics now, we've only got 4. He's now unhappy again. Grembach, we are trying to sell. Diamonde wants to move to a bigger club. I've said 75 million and you can go. No less. So he's happy with that. There aren't, considering we're getting stuck in, Mr. K, it's surprising we're not getting injuries on the field anymore. And we are also, he doesn't want me to get stuck in. They're a strong and resilient team. Okay. We are going to get, I'm surprised we haven't had red cards, to be honest. Because we're getting stuck in, I just find it, what's going on in the save equally as strange as when it was not going our way. So we'll say that again. Go and put on a show. United are always overpowered in FM, and I wish it was real life that they were overpowered, but sadly it's not. But always in FM a bit overpowered. So they are second in the league. We are the team in form though, so it should be, I would say it'd be close, but I'd say this is going to be the game where it all falls apart. Not, I mean, fall apart, but we do have to lose fixtures. Playing this attacking, you're going to lose games. You have to. You can't keep this attacking prowess going game after game after game. Eventually, we're not going to play well. I just want to check on United's fitness. They're not very. They've had a tough week by the look of it. Mount, of course, I forgot to type Mark Mount, which is a cardinal sin, because he is a pain in the neck in FM. And it's probably better to take him. Hi, Ayan, how are you doing? Mr. K, I talked about this last time. I think it's not looking too good at the moment, to be perfectly frank. We are coming to the end of July, and I've not seen a single screenshot. I know people are jumping up and down about how it was announced in this PowerPoint that came out for the Sega managers meeting. It's just a shareholders meeting, and but we knew that it was going to be the fall of 25. They announced that when they cancelled FM25. We knew that. So that was nothing new, and people jumped on that and said, yeah, it's coming out. I didn't, because when I looked through that PowerPoint, the thing that struck me was the words that it will not come out until absolutely ready. That came across through all the games that they were doing. The other thing that came out in that PowerPoint was there were 2 games that were flagged for not being up to speed, and one was Football Manager and the other one was War of something. Later in the presentation, when they were looking at progress, War of something, get in, son, Missouri. War of something has suddenly not become an issue, so they had progressed and dealt with their issues. Football Manager was still an issue. And then the final nail for me was the fact that every game that they were talking about had pictures. Football Manager had none. And for the shareholders meeting, that didn't seem like the best thing to me. And whether there will be, I hope there will be, but at the moment, I'm not going to commit myself and say I'm absolutely 100% sure there will be. I don't think I can do that. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, most of you probably will disagree with me or will be hoping that I'm wrong, or I hope I'm wrong, but it's just worrying that I've not seen a single screenshot. And we're almost at the end of July. I'm hoping that even if Unity fails, that they've got a team working in the background that can just release this. They won't have to add too much. Few little graphical changes to make it prettier. And they could just release this current format just to give us something, rather than rely on Unity and then it goes wrong again. It is 2-0 Newerton. Oh, Nana making a Nana of himself. That's pretty realistic. It's 2-0. We are deadly in front of goal. I don't know what's happening here. So that's my hope, is that they've got half a dozen people working in the background on this game as it stands, so that if it all does go wrong, they can just release this and then promise us for another year, but at least we got something to play with. That is my hope. I mean, for me, I don't mind what kind of game it is coming out. If the graphics are anything like what Match Lab have done, I'll be perfectly happy with an updated database, little improvement to the user interface, at least invent their own skin, and I'll be perfectly happy with that. Oh, could have made it 3-0 before half-time, yeah, donkey. Who was that? Well, Manchester United have fallen apart. Is that because they got tired? Could be. Let's see what their hearts are saying now. If they got really tired, yeah, they're bombed, aren't they? Although we're not looking too sharp either. Technically, they could chop FM. I wouldn't be happy if they did that, Mr. K. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't be happy. I think that they bit off more than they could chew. Whatever they wanted to link to Unity, it hasn't worked. I'm pretty sure that if it was working, that they would have got some pictures out by now. So just like the opening graphics or something would have come out by now. Who are these? So these youngsters they're bringing on. No, they're just removing players who've had a bad game and some tired players. Garnacho is knackered. Yeah, he can still mark Sancho. Sancho's a pain in FM. And I think we just send them out with that message. Do not become complacent. And go and get another goal, boys. Oh, if we can beat United 5-0, that would be really something. Be like on the roll of my life if that happens. But I'll take a 2-0 or a 2-1. Absolutely no problem. We haven't been the better team. United have totally dominated the game. But we have been clinical again. We don't need many chances at the moment. We are clinical. Winkler, Mastantuono, Silva, Newerton, they're all playing really well. We've just been totally clinical in front of goal. Let's get another one, boys. All right, Newerton's tired. Let's make a couple of changes. Allende can come on there. The two midfielders are exhausted. Which is a bit of a problem because I've only got one midfielder. How did I manage to do that? So I could push Diamonde up for Gomez and bring on Atom. That worked last time. And then I could put Bajcetic. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I could put Allende in here. And Arribas can come on the wing. That'll work. Winkler's not having his best game ever, so I'll push Silva up here and bring on Katara, and then we'll save one. So I'm happy with this at the moment because we have not been the better team, and so often you've heard me saying I am getting fed up of being the better team and losing. Well, now the shoe seems to be on the other foot. Is this a United corner? Yeah. So come on, boys. Let's defend this corner well. Oof, thought that was in. I would definitely be. You'll find an email address at the top. I'm going to do a community post. And I'm going to ask everybody to write to my email address on the channel page who is interested in doing an online save. And then we can set up a chat group and try and work it out. Because the problem with it is that you need a whole weekend to play. And if people can't make time commitments, then it just falls apart. So, and I have to be careful because I'm running 2 channels now. Also streaming as often as I can in the evenings. So working out time frames will be the hard bit. But I will do a community post and I'll just find out if anybody is actually interested in taking part. That will be fun. I'd love to do it. I've always wanted to do it. I've no idea how to set it up. Absolutely zero idea how to do that. But we'll figure it out, I guess. Got a lot of tired bodies out there now. Let's take Timon off. But at the moment we are holding on to this 2-0 lead. And if it stays like this, I'm going to be a very happy manager. We should beat runs. And we can play a reserve team against Rennes, 6-0 up from the first leg. I could play the youth, I think. We'd be okay. And then gives players like Diamonde, Rual a rest. Not that we've got bad players coming in instead of them. We got very, very good players. Oh, come on, boys. You should be streets ahead. Who was that? Go on, Haribas. Tuck it in, son. Oh, Nana's made a decent save. That's a first. Come on, boys. Make it 3-0. Make your manager happy. Ease his nerves. I mean, that kind of like puts us to within... Oh, he's in miles of space. We only had one back. This team just is going all out attack. We had one player back. Get forward, boys. So that will put us 6 points behind, that's all. Couple of slip-ups by these teams. We could be in the European places. Even Newcastle are slipping up, which is quite interesting. Haven't been keeping an eye on Newcastle. Watch out for the community post. I will put a community post within the next couple of days, and then we'll see how many people are interested. I did try to set one up before, but only got like one person interested. So let's see how many we get, and then we'll look at it from there. We'll try and work out time slots and stuff. Come on, I want 3, boys. This is not good enough. Diamonde is absolutely on his last legs. I don't think he can barely breathe. But it's over now. It's another victory. Another big team falls. And I still can't believe what's going on here. Look at these greens. These players are stepping up. Even Atom came on and got a 7. These boys are stepping up now. Like when I signed players like Winkler, Silva, Newerton, I knew they were good players from their attributes. I knew they were good players. I just couldn't figure out, why are you not playing? And they certainly are playing now. So it's all to play for, really. We just got to keep winning. And we have a run. So Klopp was probably looking at Diamonde. No Winkler he wants now. Hands off, Sunshine. He's just signed a new contract. And schedule, I think it's 4 days, isn't it? Yeah, so we can rest the first team now. Although some of them will have to play because we have a very small European squad. Luckily, we're pretty much injury-free at the moment, I think. Kieta, and he's going to be back in a couple of weeks. So apart from that, we are injury-free. Did I just rest those boys? Yeah. So I think we'll start by loading up the reserves who we can. So Atom will come in here. Mane will come in there. Diamonde can have a rest. He was knackered. I'm going to play Nieves for Meslier. Finkgraf can have a game on the left. Who is my other right back? Caceres is not registered, is he? But Badgertich can play for me here. He plays everywhere, Badgertich. Just like never complains. So the back four is done. I'm going to struggle for midfielders though, and I might have to play those two. Allende can play in here, I think. Yeah. And it's the tricky one, isn't it? Actually, what I'm going to do, thinking about it, is because we've made this attacking 4-1-2-2-1, means I can play a centre mid in there. And then Valesco can play here. Arribas can play here. Katara can play up front. Arribas, I mean, is in here. Mastueno and Winkler. Or Silva should be the fittest of them. So Silva. Katera. Arribas. João Gomez probably will be fit enough, but I can switch him at half time. Silva I can switch at half time as well. Or just after half time. So it's looking good. If we can we go 5 games? Winning 5. Can we win this one to win 5? We failed in the last session, losing to Aston Villa. Will we fail in this one, the 5th? What time is it now? Oh, we got plenty of time left. Five, 3-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. I do play. Yeah, definitely, Stefan. We're about to find out if it even works with the 4-1-2-2-1 going forward. Sometimes I will play with regular tactics. I usually start a save with a very standard tactic because I will use the can and can't do system to set it up, and it's easier to set those up in a traditional save. So sometimes we'll do that. Badgertich, she's no longer concerned. Diamonde's out. But it's okay, he's not playing in this game. My favourite formation that I've ever come up with is this one. I don't know where I got this one from. I squeezed a 4-4-2 and a 4-2-3-1 together, and kind of like this is what came out. And this has been the best tactic that I've had ever since FM22. I know he wants to make loads of changes, but I want to rest players. We're 6-0 up, for goodness sake. And all these boys can have a rest. Diamonde will be okay to play 15 minutes. With the fans clamouring to see their team. Doesn't say whether we are favourites, but at 6-0 up, I'm guessing we should be favourites to go through. Doesn't mean we're going to win the game, especially with a rotated team like this. But they're not going to win 7-0, that's for sure. Yeah, actually, if you get in, I've got into set pieces and I've been tweaking my own lately. I don't do it here, it takes too long. But off camera, I just go in and tweak my own. I didn't for a while, but it's quite fun to go in there and tweak them. I don't think mine are working properly because, as you saw, we're only leaving one back. That's a bit dangerous. But it seems to be okay. Nevias could become a top player. Winkler definitely tremendous form, but I'm not going to praise him because he had a bad game last time. Meslier, yeah, probably needs to be told that his form's been very good. And Silva needs recognition for that. So they're all coming together, these boys. It's awesome. He can play 15 minutes if necessary. So I'm fairly happy to rotate the team. I guess I'm not giving Rennes the respect that they deserve, but when you're 6-0 up, who cares? It doesn't matter if we lose 3-0. It only matters that we don't lose 7-0. Or 8-2 or whatever it would be. We're going to go out there, do our best. We are the home team. We're going to attack like shit as we normally do. And we're going to go out and give them a game. And get stuck into them by the look of it as well. So here we go. This will be the 5th game. That hasn't happened in an episode. We nearly did it last week, winning 5 games in a row. Can we do it this week? Go on, 5 wins out of 5. Oh, Allende, that was a dreadful shot. What an absolute donkey. That would have taken the game right out of them. Harry Bass is injured, is he? Now, I didn't see then whether we should be able to carry... No, he's injured, isn't he? Knee injury. Let's get him off. Maston Twaino wasn't expecting to play. But get your kit on, boy. You're going on. Go on, son. One of the great hopes, Maston Twaino, but Noel Atom has made it 1-0. We are now 7-0 on aggregate. I think it's pretty much game over. And we are resting players as well. And we are in 6th, closing the gap on the Premier League teams above us. It's just... the big teams are crumbling while we are just battering in goals. I get comeback very easily. Any advice? What do you mean by comeback? You mean that you score goals early and then... Oh, Silva from an impossible angle. 2-0. And then they come back in the second half. So I think it's down to mentality. A lot of what this game has become is about mentality now. And it's getting that mentality right. I've won games and attacked more in defensive mentality than I have in attacking mentality. If you just get that mentality right and your defensive line in the second half, once they start looking like they are the better team, drop your line back and then reduce your mentality. And I think a lot of the game is down to mentality these days. But the lines are still very, very important, which, of course, I'm totally ignoring all of that advice here because it got so bad I just wanted to get this season over. And it is now 3-0. and Badger-titch. Pre-season when they're not at the club to set players agreed playing time. That's a pretty interesting thing to do, David, I got to admit. Well, they're away, sneakily set their playing time. I'm sure that some of them will be still unhappy. But yeah, that's pretty sound advice, David. I need to look at that a bit closer. Hey James, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I don't think I saw you before that. How are you doing, James? Are you doing good? Badger-titch, the late developer. He's going to be a great player. That's why I'm holding on to him. And he just plays all over the pitch. He's just perfectly happy at right back as he is at centre back. He plays midfield. I think he can also play attacking mid. He's just like the perfect player. And he never complains about it. He's complaining about his playing time, and that's indicating that he is developing a bit now. So, which is good news, because we might start to see his star ratings going up very soon. I mean, he's already on a 7.5, scored a goal. Atom is on a 7.6. It's finding game time for all these boys now. Mastantuono has just suddenly flourished in the last couple of months, as a Silva. Winkler is the same. And we're just brushing teams aside. Tottenham 6-0. Manchester United, we've beaten 2-0. We beat this lot 6-0. Just brushing teams aside at the moment. Just why I don't understand this game anymore at all. Hands up, I have got no clue about this game anymore. But this is a team that wants to attack. They are desperate to get forward, and they are rewarding the manager for allowing them to attack. I'm not too happy with that, though. I don't allow them to be that expressive. I am looking at how we are doing down the flanks. A lot of play down the left flank. Let's make them happy. And everybody is doing extremely well. Neves is another one who is the goalkeeper. He's just 19. He is going to be a world-class goalkeeper. By the time he gets to 25, he's going to be a world-class goalkeeper. So it's just a case of hold on to these players, give them game time, allow them to develop, and they will become great players. I had a great player on loan from Manchester City. I used him a lot. Yeah, if you don't play them in the right role, I try when you're setting up the loan, I try not to agree to a particular role, a particular position, yes, but not a role, because then you are stuck. That you have to play him in that role. And yep, it has happened to me. I've had players recalled. Hey Spike, how you doing, my friend? So what was I going to do here? I was going to do something. Make some changes. Because I can see Silva's tired. Winkler can go up top for him. João Gomez desperately needs a rest. The rest are doing okay. And so we are 9-0 up on aggregate. I'd like to make it 10, boys. After all, we beat them 6-0 away. It seems to be working for me at the moment, David. Tackle harder. My injuries have been reduced from what they were. I'm not getting red cards, touch wood. That's going to change. And it seems to be working for me. The tackle harder instruction. Oh, they've got one back, have they? That's shock horror. Maston Twaino's getting tired, so he can come off now. Got one back from a set piece, Diamonde. We've got a Diamonde too, who's a good player. So Maston Twaino is absolutely exhausted. Valesco can come in here. Newerton can go on the wing. Oh, I got to make the last one now, haven't I? Finkgraf can keep going. Badgetich can keep going. Mane and Atom. Katera can keep going. Allende. Valesco. We'll just keep them all going at the moment. We've not done so well in this system as we did with the 4-3-3, but we've still beaten them out of sight. And in all fairness, they're not used to playing in this way. They're going to score another set piece. I'd be most upset. Oh, what a shot that was. And they are back in the game. It's 3-2. But I'm not sure they're going to score 7 in the last 15 minutes. I think I need to shout at these boys and tell them to wake up a little bit. They've got complacent. But that was one heck of a shot. They have got complacent by the look of it. Yeah, so they need a shout. Need to fire them up a little bit. We can't have complacency out there. In fact, pretty much all the team got complacent at the same time. Okay, it probably needs Scott coming off. He's having a poor game, actually, Scott. And Diamonde can come on here. Oh, I made all the subs that I'm allowed. Oh, because I used 3 because of... Oh, what a donkey. So I think we'll switch back to the 4-3-3. This one is... Are they going to score again, are they? Penalty. Yeah, they're going to make it 3-3. This is an absolute shambles of a second half. And we're not going to get our... We're not going to get our 5 wins in a row. We're going to be done for that again. After leading 3-0, this is an absolute shambles. 3-3. They just went to sleep. Look at all this complacency here. All complacent. Well, now they'll see what complacency does. The next time I tell them I don't want you to be complacent. They've just given it away. The 5 victories that I wanted. Can we get a goal, though? Or are we going to lose this one even? Because at the moment, it's looking like we're more likely to lose it than win it. Yep, we've lost it. Is he going to be offside? Or are we going to be saved by an offside? They've just... Look at them all. They are all complacent. If you look, they're all, apart from Badgetich, they are all, including the goalkeeper, every single one of them, or Valesco's not complacent now. 9 of them are complacent. And that's what complacency gets you. I should have told him at half-time I don't want to see a hint of complacency. But we were so far in the lead, I didn't think it was necessary. We were like 9-0 up then. But it's cost us. Cost us big time. The 5 victories I was looking for in a row is not happening. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy. But yeah, we were not good enough. They're still complacent. You're going to have to do better than that next time. But we are through 9-3 on aggregate. There's still a good performance. Silva, at least he is doing his business now, scoring a couple of goals. Who's the top scorer? Still Maston Tueno. The other two catching him up. Yeah, Winkler's now 16. Silva's gone. At the start of the session, remember, he was on 2 goals and 2 assists. He's now 8 and 7. He has picked up. But I was not happy with the defence there. That was really shocking. And we have Fulham next. Harry Bass doesn't need a rest. Maston Tueno does. We'll play this Fulham game, shall we? Let's play the Fulham game. So, it'll be interesting. The draw for the quarterfinals will be coming up. Atom is going to be banned. For which competition? That's not good news. Wouldn't have minded if it was for the Premier League. So we'll switch back to this one. I think they... Oh, it's the FA Cup quarter-final. I guess... Can we get to the semi-final of the FA Cup? It's a big ask for this small squad now. It's a big, big ask. Did I just see Winkler not training very well then? No, Diamonde. Get your act together, sunshine. He's got Liverpool on his mind. I think that is a problem. He wants to go to Liverpool, but I said he can't go unless they offer 75 mil. I'm fairly okay with the defense. Fanguero, yeah, let's give him a game. I'm fairly okay with that team, actually. Rest the 2 boys up top. And let's just check the bench. I'm actually okay with that team. It's rotated, gives the boys a rest. So Finkgraf and Caceres, Atom, Dominguez, Scott, Katara, Grenbach, nah. Silva, Who is Felipe? Never heard of him. Who's centre back? Not this time. And Winkler. Fairly happy with that. Let's go and give Fulham a game. It's just not having the two main strikers on. Are we going to score? But Katara has been known to score goals. Rashford is now Barcelona. Yeah, I'm very happy that he's gone. I think he's a bad influence in the dressing room. He's just complaining all the time, and I'm happy he's gone, to be fair. I would have preferred to have sold him to get money for him, but I think there is a buy clause attached to it. So we could do, yeah, because we're now 2. And we have a game in hand against Spurs. So we really could close the gap here with a good win. Oh, we're not playing in the league, are we? We're playing in the cup. So Manchester City must be out the cup because they're playing in the league. True with Liverpool. So we can, 2 games in hand, we can get to 1 point of City. And that will take us up to 5th. We're looking at Champions League qualification then. I think we're looking at Champions League now, James. This team attacking has turned itself on its head. It's turned around. And I was obviously missing that they were a team that just wants to attack. They're not interested in defending. They just want to attack. And that's what I was missing all the time, is I wasn't seeing that they wanted to attack. Look at all these wanted posters next to their name, though. Holy shit. So I'm fairly happy with the team. I'm happy with the bench. Gomez gets a rest. I think Arribas should come onto the bench. Because we don't have a left winger, do we? We have a right winger, but not a left winger. So Winkler can take a rest. And let's go and give Fulham a good hiding, boys. Yeah, I can't pick João Gomez for every game, you know, you're Herbert. He's got to have a rest sometimes. We need a strong defence after the shambles last time. I got like 3-0 up, and I can't believe against Stade Rennes we went through that away and drew 3-3. But 6-0 away from home, 9-3 on aggregate. It's just disappointing when you go and throw a 3-0 lead away. But that's me not concentrating. There's probably things I could have done in game to stop that lead being eliminated. But I'm just pretty much leaving it to the tactic and seeing how it goes. And 2 games behind you in the version. Champions League is also an option for you, Stefan. That's interesting. I'm surprised Newerton is not wanting. Yeah, he's been playing well of late. He probably will be wanted very soon. He has been upping his game of late. So, yeah, I'm guessing he will be wanted on that wanted list very soon. Go on, pick it up. Lovely play, Mane. Go on, whip it in. Lovely, lovely pass. 1-0. Semi-final, here we come. He says, way too early. Lovely cutback. I mean, we are deadly from... If we get it into the box, like from penalty spot to 6-yard box, we are deadly in there. Look how many players there are. 5 of them in the 6-yard box. And if that's all we need to do is just keep doing that, and we will score hundreds of goals. But we need to defend as well. We need to do a bit of defending sometimes. Oof. Mane, Rual. Rual just dropped 0.5 of a point then. Must have made a really bad error then. Might be time to give Badgetic and Atom more game time, as it does look like the 2 main centre-halves are tiring, making mistakes. Go on, Timon. Into the box it goes. We've got 6 in the box now. There's a free man. It's 2-0. And again, from that area, we are deadly. There's too many bodies in the box. They can't cope with it. 2-0. Cup semi-final. Even Timon has suddenly become a really good player, as well as Missouri. They are getting into the box. The wing-backs are scoring from inside the box. This has just turned them around. Attacking is what they want to do. I've never had a team like this where all they want to do is attack. Oh, Fanguero, almost another one. I generally build teams around defensive capability. I like to get my defense sorted first so that we defend well and then worry about attack second. This team, there's no defending. just attack the shit out of the opposition. Doesn't matter who they are. No respect for the big names either. And again, we're absolutely crushing them in front of goal. They can't get out of their half, that's the problem. And they're compressed because we are so narrow, they're so compressed. But I think I need to tell them I don't want to see any complacency. I think that's the half-time team talk. Even if this results in a goal, I do not want any complacency. They've got a lot of bodies forward. This is dangerous, but off target. That was selfish. He had 4 players getting into the penalty area. If I was the manager, I'd not be happy with that Fulham player. Right, it's important to stay focused. Comprende? Stay focused. We don't do never press, you know that, Mr. Assistant. Alende's picked up an injury, has he? Katara can come on. Perfectly good player. I didn't see that injury. That's the problem with watching in key highlights. Sometimes you don't know your players are injured. Oh, I miss full match. I love watching it in full match. But let's get this 3rd goal, boys. No hint of complacency. Oh, lovely pass. Must be. Missouri That was a little bit on the selfish side. Might be coming off in a minute, sunshine, if we see any more of that. Oh, lovely. We're banging on the door. Come on, let's finish this episode with a good win. Defence is playing well today, though, in all fairness. Newerton, Katara playing well. The midfield is not really a midfield, and they're holding their own. Come on. We've got some big boys at the back. We shouldn't be too worried by crossing. Come on, close him down, close him down. Take the ball off him. So this is where lines come into play. They're dominating the game, and they're going out wide. So this is where your lines play a big factor. So what we should do is drop our line down and stop them going wide. So I'm doing that because this is the cup, and I don't want to be taken to a replay. And I just want to make sure they're not getting those crosses in. And so what I'm going to do as well is add instruction stop crosses. We've got to stop them getting behind. Back line is playing well, but we got to make sure the midfield is going to be light, but we just got to make sure that we don't. Oh, nicely done. Oh, Newerton, you donkey. That was a chance to put the game to bed. Lewis Hall may be playing his first match in South Korea soon. He's in the lineup for the... Yeah, be absolutely super. So hopefully he'll get to play. Players do come back eventually. They're still getting behind us. We do have wing backs who are going missing, though, in all fairness. But this is why I said to the team, I don't want to see any complacency. We need the match momentum back, and then I'll push the lines back up them. We haven't got the possession. It's getting better. Just get the momentum back. You can see their wing play, and I could see from their highlights where they're trying to play. And the standard line is always going to work if you're holding on. It's caused a problem in midfield because we're light there now. But if we can just keep them out, that's all I want to do to win this cup match. Go on, where's the pass? That's a lovely pass. Go on. Oh, another chance. And this has got something to do with the lines as well. I'm not that daft. So I'm going to come back into a mid block. And we're going to make some changes here. And very tired players. Missouri can come off. Kakaras can come on. Finkgraf can come on. Badgetic is knackered. Dominguez can come on. Newerton. Velasco can stay on. He's only a forward. Come on, boys. I want this third goal. Oh, we're having the subs first, are we? Oh, we could have done that after the corner, you donkeys. And now we don't get to see the corner. Okay, come on. See this game out now. Deserved winners. I had to make a couple of changes, though, because I was pretty convinced Fulham were going to score if I didn't. But we've seen it out. And we're into the cup. What will be next? Semi-finals? Maybe. I think it is the semi-finals next, isn't it? Oh! It's about time we saw the opposition hitting the bar. We used to do it 3 times a game. Now it's good to see the opposition hitting the bar. That's it. It's all over. We are into the semi-finals. Chelsea beat Newcastle, I'm afraid. And we have beaten Fulham. Semi-finals could be interesting. The next game is... Oh, we have a week. So they don't need to be rested. Well, it's looking good, boys. We are sitting in 6th. We have 2 games in hand on Manchester City, which could take us to a point behind Manchester City if we can win those 2 games. And then if we have Manchester City, United and Tottenham and Arsenal will all be in sight them. Then we're looking like top 4 material. But it's been a good session. We have scored 11, 17, 19, 22, 23 goals and conceded 6. Conceded 4. 23 goals, 4. Conceded 4. It's been a good session. This run just keeps going and going. It's been ridiculously good. And that will... And that, well, puts us in contention. Definitely. There are teams like... It could all go wrong because there's teams queuing up here all the way down to Chelsea and even Liverpool queuing up behind us. So it could all go pear-shaped or it could end up here. We shall find out tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow night and we will take a look... Is it Friday tomorrow? Yeah. So we will be back tomorrow. And we will find out what the next 5 or 6 games have in store. Let's hope it's good news in store for a change. Thank you for coming along and supporting the channel, boys. I really appreciate it. Always valued your support. Don't forget to give us a like if you're sitting there and you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. And see you all tomorrow. You're welcome, Joseph. Good to see you, Joseph. Don't forget, guys, give us a like. Always helps me out and helps the channel. And we'll be back tomorrow. And hopefully more of the same. Take care, be safe. And see you soon, guys.